Good afternoon. Sporting history is set to be made today when Canada hosts its first ever World Cup match on home soil. Team Canada will be taking on Bosnia-Herzegovina right here in Toronto. And our own Nathan Downer is in the heart of the action live outside Toronto Stadium this hour. Nathan, gosh, it's finally here. What's the vibe like where you are?
Pretty incredible, Michelle. You know, I'm walking around. This is the FIFA fan zone, by the way, just outside Toronto Stadium. And I'm just feeling almost like nervous jitters. And I've been to other major sporting events, and I've been excited before. But this is different, and I'm trying to figure out, why do I feel this way? And then it hit me. This is history. This has never happened before. This is the first time ever that a World Cup game is going to be played on Canadian soil. And the world is going to be watching this one match, Canada versus Bosnia-Herzegovina. So there's a whole bunch of reasons why I feel this way. Just excitement. And, of course, the vibe probably better expressed by the fans that are going to be inside watching the game. Kenton, you brought your mother as well. And your mom has a great story as to how this all happened. Let me hear it from Mom. How did you get tickets to this incredible event?
Well, I'm a single mom, and I've always invested experiences for my kids where I could. And this was an experience I really wanted to give my son, but I couldn't give it to him because I'm trying to launch a business. I'm still working full-time, and my son surprised me with what, Kenton?
World Cup tickets.
You got it done. How'd you do it?
I first started off by getting a job, and I worked my ass off is what I did.
Careful with the language, but you worked your butt off.
I worked my butt off, sorry. And yeah, she's been an incredible mom for me and my brother going up, and she provided a lot and worked a whole lot hard to provide for us. So I just want to pay her back.
Enjoy the game. I'm touched as a parent when I hear stories like this. I want to cry, but I don't want to cry on camera. Enjoy the game. Thanks for sharing that amazing story. Take care. You know, another aspect to this, Michelle, is the fact that usually when you go to a game like this, the concessions are on the inside, all the washrooms, all the stuff is on the inside. But what they did for this game is they got this FIFA fan zone so that it kind of takes the load off the concessions on the inside. So for the fans, no major lineups, no major waiting. You can go inside or outside. I want to bring in Don Boyle. He's the CEO of this the exhibition grounds, and I'm just really admiring the work that was put into this. I'm sure this was a major effort.
This is a major effort. We do 2,100 events a year. We've had the Pope. You know, we've done Pan Am Games, but FIFA, really, on our soil? So being a host of that with MLSE is just incredible. The city, our staff here have done a great job, and just keeping the grounds beautiful.
And what were some of the highlights, I guess, for fans when they get here that they're going to see when they walk around?
Well, I think the first thing is the animation of the grounds. Coming on the grounds, they're perfectly pristine. Then you come into Fan Fest, and as you said, no lineups. Enjoy, kick a soccer ball, participate in some of the demonstrations, and then inside is where the magic really takes place, where the field's in incredible condition. People are down early, which is great because there's no parking on site. And so for all the future games, there's no public parking. Transit's your way to get here. And so the 6 million people that we generally bring in every year, this is a real special time.
Yeah, you guys did a great job, and you can also get food and drink. There's so many various fan zones. It's not just one spot.
Yeah, not just one spot, so it's spread out the crowd, and you'll see in the suites in all the different areas, they brought the food of other countries. So if you're a competing country here, the menu actually fits that country. So they've introduced that for all 6 games that are going to be taking place here, and so that's a real special piece, and Dan Morrow, head of the food and beverage for MLSE, is really taking pride in it.
Don, great job. Thanks for your time. I really appreciate this.
Thank you.
Keep it up. Go Canada, go.
Go Canada,
All right,
go.
take care. One other point I got to point out, leading up to this game, there was some talk of how many fans are we going to see from Canada versus Bosnia? Are we going to be, you know, shut out noise-wise? Are they going to take over the stadium, our Bosnian friends? But it doesn't seem that way. I'd say 90% of the fans that I've seen anecdotally are Canadian. That's good to see. We'll be cheering on our team. Back to you.
Thank you, Nathan. We'll touch base with you a little bit later on. Well, the first match at Toronto Stadium, where he is less than 3 hours away. We bring in now CTV's Heather Wright, who joins us live from the pitch with more. Heather, what is your impression walking into that stadium? Years of work, preparation, that's over. The time has come.
You know, you mentioned all the work that has gone into this stadium, this city, and I was impressed walking in here. There are thousands of volunteers. There are people helping you get to where you need to go. And then let's talk about the stadium in and of itself. You can see the sprinklers just went on behind me. It's actually a nice little spritz that's coming because it is hot in here. But they're ready. They are ready to host the fans that are going to be coming to watch history take place. Of course, this is the first men's World Cup match to ever take take place here on Canadian soil. And, you know, this stadium has been the subject of some criticism, perhaps, over the last several weeks. Questions about the temporary stands that were brought in, questions about the size. This is the smallest stadium that will host a World Cup match during this tournament. But this is an intimate stadium. And, you know, a lot of people are saying this could be an advantage for Canada. A number of Canadian players play for MLS teams. Some play for TFC. They're used to this stadium. They're used to the tunnels, the fans, the pitch. And so hopefully that will give them that home field advantage as they get ready to take on Bosnia and Herzegovina.
Oh, well, let's talk about the team. One can only imagine how they're feeling right now. So much built up, so much anticipation, and there were concerns in recent weeks about injury, illness. Is Team Canada ready?
Yes, a lot of concern about those injuries that just seem to keep piling up for this team. But we heard from Coach Jesse Marsch yesterday, who said everyone will be available for this game, with the exception, of course, of Alphonso Davies, who is still dealing with that hamstring injury. We did get a little bit of an update when it comes to the Davies injury, saying that he is progressing well, that his body is responding as it usually does with those muscular injuries that he has suffered throughout his career. So there is some hope that perhaps he will rejoin this team for Game 2, perhaps Game 3. And of course, the goal is for this team to make it out of the group stage, where he might have a better shot if they can make it to the knockout round. But the fact that Jesse Marsch says that the rest of the team is ready to go is, of course, a good sign. And we talked to some of the players earlier this week who were here taking in all the pomp and ceremony of a home World Cup, and they all were saying they just want it to begin. They want to get to work, they want to get to the pitch, and that, of course, is what's going to happen in a little less than 3 hours.
I'm noticing, so you said they're giving the grass a drink there behind you. It's looking really nice. What else can we expect in the hours until kickoff?
Well, Michelle, we're seeing fans start to trickle in. We're seeing a lot of Canadian jerseys. I know Nathan alluded to the question of whether there would be more Bosnian fans than Canadian fans. So it seems as though the Canadian fans are coming early. I am seeing some blue and yellow jerseys as well, but that's what you want at a World Cup. You know, you want that rivalry. There is going to be a lot of pomp and pageantry before kickoff. We are going to have a national anthem from Alanis Morissette. She's going to sing "O Canada." There will also be performances from Michael Bublé, Alessia Cara, among others. And then the boys get to work. Kickoff at 3 p.m. Of course, they are hoping for a win today. That would be the first win for Team Canada at a World Cup. They have never won in the 2 previous appearances before today. But even a draw, if they can at least get some points heading out of this game, that would be a huge boost for Canada before they move to Vancouver for Games 2 and 3. But of course, the focus is on this game, one game at a time, and it all gets going at 3 p.m.
They got this. CTV's Heather Wright live for us on the pitch this hour. Thank you. Meantime, the fan zone at Toronto Stadium, you can hear it. It's in full swing. That's where we find CTV's Rahim Ladhani. Rahim, people are loud, and there's still hours to go.
Hey, Michelle, we're hours away from kickoff, but that's not stopping the excitement. You can hear it right now. They're ready for a big game. What's incredible here is that if you thought this was not a soccer nation, think again, because they are ready for the World Cup. This has never happened here in Toronto, let alone Canada, and so everyone here is passionate. If you are coming down here, let me give you a little bit of a lay of the land. You enter through the gates, and then everyone's getting either a lanyard or a Team Canada clapper. Then everyone's making their way to that giant FIFA football because everyone wants a picture there. I want to show you and introduce you to Ryan and Julio, because Ryan and Julio are not only supporting Canada, but they're also supporting Bolivia. Bolivia's not playing. Give me a reason why you're doing this today.
So, well, I'm Bolivian, but in this time my heart is Canada, right? Because I'm Canada, because we got married like 2 years ago, and here we are. We live in Toronto, and we are in Canada.
Ryan, does that kind of represent Canada and Toronto as a whole? The fact that on a regular day, this is a melting pot of cultures. Now you have the World Cup, and it takes it to a whole other level.
Yeah, sure, it's a whole other level. I see people from all over the place. I see signs, the world, the city in Toronto. So, yeah, it's an amazing feeling, and we're representing, I guess, two countries right here.
I love it. Enjoy yourselves and enjoy the game. Come on over here. We were talking, you came from Woodstock?
Woodstock, Ontario!
Tell me a little bit about your journey down here. How did you get here? What method of transportation, and were there any issues?
Go train. It was smooth. I see your Reds coming. Let's go!
You guys came from Brampton. How did you get here?
Brampton is by train. Brampton, Canada. Originally from Brampton, but originally from Nepal.
From Nepal. Why did you want to be here? Why was it so important for you to get tickets to the game this afternoon?
It's opening game and
This is lifetime achievement. This is the history we are making. I'm the witness. Yes.
Bring home.
Yes, I'm proud of Canada.
And that's, Michelle, a statement we're hearing a lot of. It's not just the fact that it's another soccer game. This is history in the making, and it's one of those where were you moments, similar to when we had the Toronto Blue Jays, but this is not just on a North American scale. This is on the world stage, and that's why people are so passionate. Come on over right over here, because the big thing, hi, how are you, sir?
What's going on?
So a big thing from that, what we're hearing from people is that people are here with their friends, they're here with their families. You're here with your son?
This is my son,
Tell me
Gabriel.
a little bit about why you wanted to be here with Gabriel today.
I've never been to a World Cup game. I missed the chance in 1994 to go to the States. And as soon as I got my tickets, I'm like, I got to take them. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. We don't know if we're going to see it again in Canada. And I think it was a perfect opportunity to take them here.
How hard was it to get tickets? What was your strategy, and how was that experience?
Well, I lucked out. I got it in the FIFA draw originally, and I wanted to make sure that when I bought these tickets, these were not for sale. We 100% wanted to be here, so I got lucky.
Gabriel, one question for you. What are you looking forward to the most today?
I'm looking forward to Canada winning.
What do you think the score is going to be?
I actually don't know, between the 5s and 10s and stuff.
Okay, can we get a Go Canada Go from you?
Okay, go Canada, go!
Good job. There you go. Enjoy yourselves. So, Michelle, a lot of excitement, and we know that it's only going to continue to build as we get closer to kickoff. But for now, though, I'll send it back to you.
Loving that fan behind you there. Take a look, Rahim. Thank you. It makes you wonder what it's going to be like when Team Canada takes to the pitch. Now, the tournament actually kicked off in Mexico yesterday, with co-host securing a win in its opening match.
Well, Mexico maybe with an opening here, and that is the opening goal of the World Cup.
The first goal of the tournament came just 9 minutes into Mexico's match with South Africa, which was held at Azteca Stadium in Mexico City. The team scoring again in the 66th minute on their way to a 2-0 victory.
Over the top, Wang and continued that run. Always in the middle, and scores!
Yesterday's other match saw South Korea taking on Czechia. After falling behind, South Korea scored twice in 13 minutes to secure a 2-1 victory. Meanwhile, the U.S. will begin its tournament tonight against Paraguay in Los Angeles. Now, here in Toronto, today's first match is one of 6 spread out in the weeks to come, and you can be sure people will be packing public transit throughout the World Cup. CP24's Beatrice Vaisman joins us live now from Union Station, the heart of transit, with more on how people are getting around. Beatrice, lots of prep has gone into making sure transit is seamless. It's vital in this process. Are things moving?
So far, so good, Michelle. I mean, it is still early. We're still quite a bit away from game time, but this is the point. Get here early so you can figure out where you need to go. We are live in the York Concourse, where, of course, the Lakeshore West line is going to be getting quite the workout all day long as fans make their way from Union all the way to exhibition grounds, to Toronto Stadium. And there's plenty of people around as well to make sure that people know where they need to go. I mean, look around, okay? You see lots of Team Canada jerseys and shirts, a lot of the red and white happening. And of course, these trains are moving frequently every 15 minutes or so. The team from Go, Metrolinx is here. Of course, lots of TTC, workers as well, to make sure people know exactly where they need to go. This is where you're going to go now. Platform 6 and 7. Matteo and Mike, you're here from Vaughan. Tell me why you want to be a part of this moment in Canadian soccer history.
It's honestly once in a lifetime thing that you may never experience again. So why miss out on it if you have the opportunity to go?
Yeah, you guys are going to the game. You came from Vaughan. How did you get here? What was the process?
So it's simple for us. We're near Major Mac and Rutherford Go, so we just come in by train nice and early to get here. Busy, not too busy. I expect a lot of people, so it's very convenient for us.
Yeah, I'm sure as we get closer to game time, there'll be more and more people. Tell me about what this moment means to you.
Like he said, it's a one-in-a-lifetime experience. It's also technically a graduation gift for me, so it's very nice. But it's going to be great. It's going to be something you'll never forget.
Yeah, what do you expect it to feel like in that moment? You guys are actually going to the game, so you'll be in Toronto Stadium, you'll be in the stands to hear our national anthem the first time on Canadian soil for a soccer match.
I expect nothing less than electric. Hopefully, majority Canada fans. Obviously, let's go. So hopefully they can pull out the win, start off on the right foot, and set themselves up for the rest of the tournament.
Ready to take on those Bosnia-Herzegovina fans? Because there's a lot of them, too. I saw them over at Stanley Park. They were walking. There's going to be thousands of them in there.
Yep. We're going to outnumber them. It's going to be hype. It's going to be good.
All right, thank you guys so much. Get on that train. Thank you so much. Let's go, Canada. And you know what's amazing, too? Dad's here with these guys. Let me show them this. This is what Dad's packed here. The water, the electrolytes, and the potassium. Dad, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling happy for the boys that they're going, and I'm feeling confident Canada will win.
I love that. Thank you so much. Look at this guy over here with the Canada flag draped all around here. Hey, Captain Canada, we're on CP24. How you feeling? How you feeling?
Pretty good, yeah. I mean, hope for the win. First win of tournament for Canada in ever, so hope for it, yeah.
That would be nice. I like the outfit. Tell me about the thought that went into this. Do we just raid the dollar store and say, here we go?
Yeah, I mean, raid the dollar store, raid the basement. There's a few things in there from Canada 150, so yeah, just went into the costume box in the basement, and here we are. So
I love that. What does this moment mean to you, sir?
It's awesome. I mean, I grew up in Britain, big soccer nation. But to be here 30 years in Canada, home World Cup now, proud Canadian. All the way. Well, let's see how we do.
I love that you've traded in the Union Jack for our Maple Leaf.
There you go. Happy days.
Thank you so much. Enjoy the game. Thank you so much. And Michelle, just for fans who are coming down here for some instruction, you'll see here on the board, of course, it tells you what platforms to go to. There's one, Lakeshore West, Toronto Stadium. That's where you want to be to get to the game. Pretty seamless so far, and of course we'll be chatting with fans all throughout the day. Michelle, I'll send it back to you.
CP24's Beatrice Vaisman. She is at Union Station. Let's head over to Liberty Village. It's been taken over by the World Cup. CTV's Sean Leathong joins us live now with more on how the neighborhood is celebrating. Sean, it's busy around there on a normal day. What's it like on a game day?
It's something else, Michelle, because I'm inside the Brazen Head right now. This pub had a lineup outside the door at 9 o'clock this morning. They didn't open till 10. You can see what's going on behind me as the crowd is getting into it, but this is just half of the battle. You come around to the main room over here, you'll see at the bar behind me, the Canada fans are completely packed inside, and it's getting real loud inside the Brazen Head. This is just one of the bars in the area that are all packed outside the door. The lineups were huge this morning. They're going to continue throughout the day. Some people are going to the match. Some are staying here for the entire day. A little while ago, I talked to a few more of them.
An historic day in Canada has soccer fans saying cheers.
Early start. You got to get down here early.
Well, you got to have some fun before you go to the game. You got to experience the atmosphere.
Let's go Canada! As anticipation for Canada's first ever World Cup match on home soil has Liberty Village come alive.
It's vibrant, it's lively, it's excited. I'm so thrilled to be here today.
And inside the Brazen Head, those headed to Toronto Stadium are getting started more than a few hours early.
The atmosphere is palpable, and it's only going to get better as the day goes along. I think this game means a lot to a lot of Canadian soccer fans. So, I mean, anticipation is all I can say.
I don't know what to expect. I'm excited, but I think once I get in there, I'll really feel it, yeah.
Despite being on home soil, there are more than a few Bosnia-Herzegovina fans making their presence felt.
Well, I'm just too excited. My first World Cup game, so just kind of super excited to watch it.
Go Bosnia! And while the official kickoff isn't for 3 hours, in this part of the city, the action's well underway.
Everybody's wearing their jerseys. Everybody's excited. Everybody's screaming. This is a great feeling, buddy.
Toronto is just, it's lively. We want the energy and we want to be part of it.
And it's only just begun.
So you can see what's going on behind me, Michelle. This has been happening all morning. It's going to happen throughout the day, and we expect it'll happen for the entire month. But there's nothing quite like the feeling of Canada's first World Cup match on home soil. It's going to be crazy in here for the day. I'll be here. I'll be outside reporting live on Sean Leathong. Michelle, I'll send it back to you.
Oh, my goodness. Buckle up. Thank you, Sean. Now, Liberty Village, it's right next to the stadium. But World Cup celebrations are also being held throughout the GTA. That includes in Brampton, where we find CTV's Jessica Smith. How's the party there, Jess?
It is quiet right now, Michelle, but they're still preparing. There's lots of activations set to happen later on this afternoon. And a fun fact, 6 of the players on the national team have connections to the city of Brampton, getting their soccer starts here. I don't know what's in the water, but it produces some fantastic soccer players. Now, it is quiet, but they're getting ready to set up. Can I call you ladies over? We have some fans visiting from Scotland, so come on over. Now, I understand you guys know how to party when it comes to what's going on, but what brought you here? I know you're visiting, but are you excited to watch the Canada game this afternoon?
Yes, we're excited to watch the game. We actually came across my dad. Here he is a veteran of the HMS Ajax. So we've been in Ajax for a week and joined the 50th anniversary celebrations. Came up to Toronto, and to be honest, when we booked it, we were like, why is it so expensive for a hotel? Why can't we get anywhere? And then turns out we're here for the first game. Absolutely delighted to be here to celebrate. Obviously got the Scotland badges on, and we'll be cheering on Canada today.
Now, you guys are here nice and early, which is good because it's going to get really busy. There's some 3-on-3 competitions happening, lots of fun activations, but there's just something about soccer that unites people. What is it about the beautiful game? Sorry, football. My bad. Football that really unites people from around the world, because I've met fans everywhere over the past couple of days. There's something about this game that really unites people.
It's just so old, isn't it? It's from years and years, and it gets you here, your own team, innit? But Scotland's on a different level. You have never seen anything until you see the Scotland fans. They're at a different level. They would have been here last night.
Very true. I saw, though, there was a march of fans downtown Toronto. Our Phil Perkins was kind of covering that earlier. So you guys are here early, which we appreciate. You'll be first in line for the view, but it all kicks off at 3 p.m. Thank you guys so much. Enjoy your time. Welcome to Brampton. We'll send things back inside to the studio. Go Canada, and I guess go Scotland?
Go Scotland.
No Scotland, no party.
Go Canada. Send it back inside.
Thank you, Jess. Thanks, everyone. Enjoy your visit. Well, you can keep up with all things World Cup related on the CTV News Toronto.ca website. There will be live updates related to the matches as well as the goings-on in the city. That includes traffic and transit and more. And when you have the world watching your city, you want the weather to cooperate. Our Lindsay Morrison has been watching the conditions closely. You can see there the stadium. It's open, so if it rains, the players have to deal with it. Lindsay joins us live now from Nathan Phillips Square with a look at the football forecast. We got dumped on yesterday, depending on where you were, at least downtown. Are we all cleared today?
It's looking good, Michelle. I know the weather has been a hot topic recently. Of course, it put a bit of a damper on a fan fest yesterday, but should not be the case today. This is great news if you're just about to leave your house and head down to one of the many watch parties happening in the city or head to the stadium. Things are looking good. Here's a look at the satellite and radar. We did have some cloud cover this morning and a couple of spotty showers in places, but look how beautifully we have cleared out. That's what I like to see on game day in the city of Toronto. And it's not quite as humid as it was at this time yesterday either. It's 26 degrees right now. It feels like 30. One thing that is a little different today is the wind. So the winds are coming out of the west right now, and they are gusty. In fact, we're expecting gusts near 50 kilometers per hour right through the afternoon. So something just to be mindful of, but I find it a little refreshing today personally. Here's your day at a glance. 28 degrees is where we're forecast to land for a high, feeling like 32, but we are anticipating less in the way of humidity as the day goes on and certainly into the weekend. Your game day weather, it's here. Can you believe it? This is a look at what you can expect before, during, and after the game. Lots of sunshine, very pleasant conditions expected overall. Again, we are here live at Nathan Phillips Square. This place, Michelle, is going to be packed in the coming hours. It's one of the places where you can come down and watch the game for free, perhaps if you don't have a ticket to FanFest or to the game itself. And we will have a full look at your weekend weather forecast coming up. But for now, I'm going to send it back inside to you.
Thank you, Lindsay. Well, turning now to the latest on what has been a deadly week for police officers in the line of duty right here in Ontario. This was the scene this morning outside the chief coroner's office in North York. First responders paying their respects as the procession carrying the body of OPP Constable Taryn Bali departed for a Thornhill funeral home. The 29-year-old officer was hit by a vehicle in the northern town of Hearst on Tuesday during the search for a man who'd escaped from a hospital. That man, 18-year-old Justin Verano, faces charges including first-degree murder as OPP officers mourn their fallen colleague.
It feels heavy, but we sincerely appreciate the support that has been shown by members of the community, our other police services that are here, first responders. It goes a long way in helping us as we grieve and mourn the loss.
Bali served with the OPP for 2.5 years. The police service says funeral arrangements will be shared as they become available. And the lights of the CN Tower dimmed last night in honor of slain Toronto Police Constable Mark Pinizzotto. It happened yesterday inside a North York apartment unit as officers executed a search warrant linked to multiple shootings, including the one at the U.S. consulate in March. The Special Investigations Unit says the 43-year-old father was fatally shot during the raid, and a second officer then shot the 19-year-old suspect multiple times. Nicholas Bennett is in hospital in critical condition, set to face a first-degree murder charge. The search continues for a second suspect, 19-year-old Zara Jabi. The Prime Minister is kicking off a 6-day tour of Europe today. Mark Carney and his wife Diana have arrived in Paris, where the PM is sitting down for a meeting with the French president. Both leaders will deliver joint statements at the Palais de l'Élysée, followed by a Carney news conference. The PM is in France ahead of next week's G7 summit. Well, one of the city's most popular street events begins today. The Taste of Little Italy is taking over College Street this weekend. 500,000 people expected to attend the festival, which will feature live music and lots of food. College Street will be closed between Shaw and Bathurst for the event. Things begin today at 3 p.m. and they run until 10 p.m. on Sunday.
Well, the countdown is over. The FIFA World Cup is here. Big game happening this afternoon. And if you're hoping to check out one of the many watch parties around the GTA, here's a look at your weather as we make our way through the afternoon. I must say it's looking good for spending some time outside or inside. We also want to take you on a little journey to Los Angeles, where there is another game happening later tonight. No big concerns when it comes to the weather in LA. However, here at home, looking ahead to the weekend, we've got some wet weather to talk about, particularly for Sunday. So stay with us. Your weekend weather forecast is coming up here on CTV News at noon. We'll be right back.
Well, it is game day in the city of Toronto, and public transit is going to be busy throughout the World Cup as people navigate the city. For more, we're joined live by TTC Senior Communications Advisor Zara Shirazi. Zara, great to have you with us. And really, the message has been all around, take public transit. I was down at the stadium and the Fan Fest getting passes. There's nowhere to park. So a lot of people are going to be relying on the TTC. What is the TTC doing to help people navigate Toronto streets?
Hi, Michelle. Thanks for having me. Well, we have made transit the best way for people to get to the game today. We've got more service on lines 1 and 2 and on the 509 Harbourfront and 511 Bathurst streetcars. We've also got some special routes like the 809 Fleet Hub Express from St. Andrews Station. That's going to take you to a temporary fleet hub, the temporary fleet hub on Fleet Street between Strawn and Fort York. There's also the 829 Dufferin Gate Express, which is going to take you to Dufferin Gate Loop from Dufferin Station. These points are about a 10-minute walk away from the stadium. And for some extra support, we've also got employees stationed at key locations across the city with these special these special red jerseys. They're on site to help you get to where you need to go, provide directions, and answer any questions.
Zara, are there any areas that are prone to delays that people should be aware of? And is this the situation where people should be giving themselves lots of extra time?
I think with any event, you should always give yourself extra time to get to where you're going, especially in those high traffic areas like Dufferin, Bathurst, Union, and along Fleet Street.
All right. Any other tidbits you want to leave with us for those who are, maybe some people I would imagine are going to be taking public transit for the very first time, and they know they want to take the TTC, but they're nervous they're going to be lost. Any tips?
Yes, don't be nervous. Like I said, we've got employees stationed at key locations there to answer questions. Always also check the website and at TTC Notices on X. We post some real-time updates there. But don't be nervous. It's going to be great.
TTC's Zara Shirazi, thank you so much for taking the time to be with us. I'm loving those shirts.
Thanks, Michelle.
Now, certainly you don't have to go to the stadium or the fan zone to be part of the action. There are really fun places all around the city. That includes Nathan Phillips Square. It's been all decked out for the World Cup. Our Lindsay Morrison getting the lay of the land, and it looks gorgeous at this hour. How's it feeling?
Michelle, it feels so good to be outside in the sun, in the warmth, knowing that the threat of thunderstorms is gone for this afternoon. Yes, that's great news. We've been keeping eyes on Nathan Phillips Square for weeks now. We've seen the excitement building here. We've got some kids playing on one of the soccer pitches here. What a great thing that they've done here, transforming this ice rink into a free pitch for anyone to play on. And of course, the big game is going to be happening on a big screen later this afternoon. So if you're looking for something to do in the city today, this could be a good option for you. It's going to be fun and it's going to be free. Let's talk about your weather, though. Lots to discuss for today and the weekend. We'll begin by letting you know that weather is brought to you by the Presler Law Firm. Injury lawyers, you don't pay unless they win. So yes, the last couple of days, couple of big stories this week, heat and also thunderstorm activity. And we've seen it all the last couple of days. Let's show you what's happening on the current satellite and radar. A whole lot of sunshine, some cloud in the mix as well, but it is dry and we expect it to remain so through this afternoon. It's not going to remain totally dry through the weekend, though. Your Saturday should be mostly dry, save for a few areas like cottage country, for example. You have an unsettled weekend ahead for both Saturday and Sunday. And then we here in southern Ontario have a bigger system that's going to move in as we make our way into the day on Sunday. So timing wise, just a heads up that even Saturday afternoon, some areas could see some showers or some weak thunderstorms. It's overnight, though, and into Sunday that we're looking at a round of active weather. You can see just how widespread it's going to be by about 9 o'clock in the morning. It continues into the early part of the afternoon. We should dry out for the second half of the afternoon and into the evening with some sunshine returning. But yes, it's a healthy little amount of rain that we are anticipating. Next week appears to be quite a bit drier, so that's good news. 26 degrees this hour, humidex 30. Yesterday at this time it felt like 40, so it's a nice change from yesterday. The humidity not completely gone, but we will see less and feel less of it over the weekend too. Today's forecast daytime high 28 degrees, a little cooler outside of the GTA, but Hamilton, Niagara, Kingston, it continues to be muggy for you. Almanac, the record to beat for this day is 33 degrees, pardon me, 33.1. That record was set back in the year 2017. And as we take a look at your evening at a glance, maybe you're heading down to FanFest to cheer on the later game happening tonight. Evening is looking good too. Clear skies, comfortable temperatures. Plan on it still being quite warm until that sun sets, though. Here's a look at tonight's overnight low, 17 degrees. That's more comfortable for sleeping compared to overnight last night. And as we take a look at what you can expect over the weekend, Saturday specifically, highs in the mid and upper 20s once again. And some areas are going to see a slight chance of showers or thunderstorms for Saturday. Here in the GTA, that's less of the case. The risk is certainly there, but do expect the majority of your Saturday to be dry. Sunday, on the other hand, unsettled, potential for some storms, and 21 is the forecast daytime high. We're going to experience a high near 21 degrees for Monday as well, so noticeably cooler. And then we'll keep an eye on the weather through the middle part of next week with more wet weather in the forecast, and of course a couple more FIFA games that are going to be happening at Toronto Stadium. So we've got it covered for you. All eyes on the weather, but oh, so happy to share, Michelle, that things look good for this afternoon, and hopefully some good weather for celebrating into the evening hours tonight. We are live from Nathan Phillips Square. Lots more to come here on CTV News at noon and into the night tonight as well. But for now, I'll send it back to you in the studio.
Thank you, Lindsay. We'll have a look at this. This is a live look at thousands of Bosnia fans marching in support of their team this hour. The march began at Stanley Park around 12:30 p.m. It's set to end at Coronation Park. As you know, Bosnia will be taking on Canada in the first World Cup match ever played in this country at 3 o'clock. And what a turnout. How fun. I'm sure some of those fans are torn as well. Support Bosnia, support Canada. It's going to be a great game. You're watching CTV News at noon. Our special World Cup coverage continues. We'll check in with Nathan at Toronto Stadium after this short break.
Well, Michelle, you know, when you get here, you're going to have a great time, but there's something you should know. If you are a fan entering the grounds here, best to arrive about 3 hours before game time, and there are a slew of rules and regulations, and most of them we're accustomed to, just giving you the layout of the land, but there's some things that maybe are a little bit different when it comes to the FIFA World Cup. I want to bring in Graham and his family. Graham, let's take a look. You got a clear plastic bag. This is smart because they said on their site, you got to make sure the bag is clear, right?
That's right. Yeah, you got it. We wanted to bring some essential items and just not get them taken away. So this is a good bag. Glad we brought it.
Any issues getting in?
You know what? It's been pretty smooth. I'll give the city a lot of credit. We came early, but everything was good. We got in quickly. The TTC was great.
You brought the family along, and you were saying to me off camera that you wanted to make sure that they had their Taylor Swift moment.
That's right. I mean, look, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity on Canadian soil. These guys are big soccer fans, and we just wanted to make sure that we're a part of it.
What are your names?
Emily. Hi, my name's Tyler.
My name's Graydon.
Enjoy the game. Can you just open up those flags? I want to see them. You want to give me a high five? Sure, go ahead. Let's see the flags. So, another rule. When you come to the stadium, you can bring a flag, but apparently there are size restrictions. So if it requires one person to hold it, that's okay. But if it requires, let's say, a group of 5 or 6 people, you actually have to get permission from FIFA before you can bring the sign in. And if they give you the approval prior to the game, then you can bring the bigger sign. But it's nice to see that the families complied. Yeah. Everything's good, and you're going to enjoy yourselves. Enjoy the game, everybody.
Yeah, thank you so much. Go Canada.
Go Canada. Thanks. Take care. One more family before we go. Let's bring in this crew. Again, they've got the clear plastic bag. They've got the flag. Mom, Dad, how exciting is this? Let's start with Mom.
Oh my gosh, we're so excited to be here. It's like a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. We're just so grateful.
Nice. Dad, this is a big deal.
Yep, it's I've been waiting for this for 4 years, and I'm super excited, and it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Any big lineups coming in?
Yeah, there was a lot of people.
How long was the wait?
It was a good hour.
All right, what are your names, kids? What's your name?
Damien.
Damien, how old are you?
7.
And?
Elena.
And how old are you, Elena?
11.
So who's going to win the game today?
Canada.
I hope so. All right, enjoy the game. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Take care. So yeah, the game starts at 3 o'clock. Obviously, there are so many Canadian fans here hoping that the team wins. And before we go, Bosnia.
Yes,
what's
sir.
it like being amongst all of these, you know?
Man, it's amazing, very good vibes, good to be represented here, you know, like, it's amazing. Very, very good feeling, yeah.
Yeah, man, and you've got some, like, supporters with you. Have you noticed Bosnian fans?
Yeah, honestly, it was way more than I expected, to be fair, you know, I didn't think it's gonna be that many people, but, you know, it's good. You know, you got Canadians, you got Bosnians, it's amazing.
All right, enjoy the game.
Thank you, my friend.
All right, and one last thing. You can bring a water bottle, okay, 591 ml, and you can refill it. There are water stations inside and out. All right, that's it. You can bring a water bottle. One.
Thank you.
All right, that's all that you need to know. Michelle, back to you.
That is good to know. Thank you, Nathan. Now, healthcare workers are preparing for thousands of people from across the globe to arrive here in our city for the World Cup. Toronto's medical officer of health says the World Cup is different from other global events because it will last for 5 weeks. Public health officials are stepping up efforts to prevent foodborne illness and infectious diseases. Meanwhile, all Toronto hospitals have Code Orange plans in place, meaning that in a disaster, they would free up space and focus resources on treating a large number of people. You're watching CTV News at noon. The wait is over. The FIFA World Cup kicks off here in Toronto in just a few hours. Stay with us. More news to come.
Get Toronto's top stories, breaking news alerts, and watch live. Download the CTV News app.
When we say it's a busy time in our city, we mean it. Not only is it the World Cup, the Blue Jays are welcoming the Yankees to town to begin a 3-game series tonight.
He is not picking it up.
Valenzuela lines one into right for a base hit. Clement is running through the stop sign and will score.
The team is coming off a 7-4 loss to the Philadelphia Phillies Wednesday. Trey Savage set to start for the Jays tonight. First pitch, 7:37 at Rogers Center. Elon Musk is officially the world's first trillionaire as shares of his rocket company SpaceX take flight with the largest initial public offering on record.
I give SpaceX less than a 10% chance of succeeding at all, to be clear. In fact, I told people this. I said, look, we're probably going to fail, but, we should give it a try, because if we don't, if there's not a new company that enters space, we will never be a truly spacefaring civilization.
Musk celebrated the milestone by remotely ringing the NASDAQ opening bell along with SpaceX employees in Texas and New York. The CEO owns more than 40% of the company, which analysts valued at nearly $2 trillion U.S. even before they surged past their $135 launch price. Well, we are seeing a surge of soccer fans in our city. It's game day. Canada takes on Bosnia-Herzegovina this afternoon. More coverage after the break. Stay with us. Toronto Stadium is buzzing this hour as fans arrive nice and early for the first Canada match of the World Cup. Nathan Downer is there. Having fun, Nathan?
I'm having a great time, Michelle. Opening ceremony starts in about 30 minutes, but there's still quite a few fans milling about, talking amongst each other, getting some food and drinks, just enjoying the sights and sounds, and really feeling like they're a part of history. They know that this is something special, something different. I want to bring in Donna and Audrey. We were almost getting emotional talking about how significant this is. What does this mean to you?
It means everything. We're football fans, and the world is, eyes are on Toronto. That's fantastic. We have a lot to show, so let's do this, Canada.
And what does this mean to you, Donna?
Being part of history, really. First time we've been to other Women's World Cups, Canadian Men's World Cup in Toronto. It's so awesome.
Yeah, it's just incredible. And then we get to actually see the game on Canadian soil in Toronto for the first time ever. We're watching history.
Yes, very true. We're from Toronto, Distillery District. This is us. So we are the oldest part of the city. So we're here to celebrate.
You know what? I love the fact you got the little stickers on the face and everything else.
And there's we're here, we're excited.
It's going to be a sea of red. Thanks for your time, ladies. Enjoy the game.
Welcome, everybody.
Take care. And, another key point is the fact that this game will televise at around 9 o'clock in Europe. So you can pretty much safely say the world is going to be watching Canada in this game in a couple of hours. And that just adds to all the excitement and the flavor. Michelle.
Nathan, I know it's been so fun this hour just to see not only where you are in the heart of the action, but people all around various pockets of the city and parts of the GTA really taking part in this moment in history.
Yeah, I mean, people are just coming together, and some of the people that I've met are from other parts of the country, different provinces they've flown in. Some people have driven in. Some people have taken transit to get here. Some people have just walked here. But it's just incredible that anywhere you look, when you see people wearing their red and wearing their Canadian colors, you know where they're going. They're all just entering the stadium, walking in the same direction. It's just one of those moments where you can high-five a stranger, you can hug a stranger, you can make conversation with someone you've never met, do things you wouldn't normally do. It's just, again, one of those amazing unifying moments that doesn't happen very often. So it is extra special, Michelle.
It sure is. Nathan Downer live at now Toronto Stadium. Was BMO Field, but it's Toronto Stadium for the tournament. Really appreciate it, Nathan. I will see you later.
All right, looking forward to it.
Let's head over to Nathan Phillips Square. Our Lindsay Morrison has her eye on the sky.
And Michelle, the sky is looking beautiful from my vantage point. Lots of blue, a few clouds in the mix, but overall great. We are here live at Nathan Phillips Square. Perhaps you can tell it is a little breezy out here today. The wind's part of the story, but it's a refreshing breeze, I must say. And this place is getting busier and busier by the minute. I imagine it is going to be packed by game time. So many people from different countries cheering on different fans, but of course, Canada is the big one. Let's go, Canada. Here's one more look at our weather for this afternoon. afternoon. Yes, it is all clear on the satellite and radar. We love to see it. This is your game day forecast. If you're heading to Toronto Stadium or perhaps heading outside for a watch party, conditions look hot, but not quite as humid through the afternoon. As for tonight, overnight, we're not going to be quite as warm as it was last night. 17 for the low. Let's take another look at what's in store as we make our way through the weekend. Perhaps you're heading to the RBC Canadian Open. You can expect tomorrow's forecast daytime high to be about 29 degrees. There's a look at your Friday afternoon, Saturday and Sunday. And we're going to take one more look at that 7-day forecast to show you what's in store. Sunday is an unsettled day, but next week is cooler. It's mostly dry. We've got a chance of showers creeping into Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. We'll keep an eye on that for you. And of course, all eyes on Team Canada. We will have full coverage for you tonight on CTV News at 6. Michelle, come on down here and let's go Canada. I'll send it back to you.
Thank you, Lindsay. And that is CTV News at noon, game day edition. Remember, you can get Toronto's breaking news all day long on CP24 and at ctvnewstoronto.ca. For Lindsay, Nathan, all of us here, have a pleasant afternoon. I'm Michelle Dubé, and be sure to join us later for special coverage on CTV News at 6. See you then.